What's going on, everybody? It's Nick Kosko for our Jersey Flight interview series. We're going to be talking with Jaye, Zene Jr., Edward Victorian, and Armonti Yharborough. And I'm excited for this one. All these guys played with each other already, so we're going to be diving right into this one as well. So first of all, we're going to dive into just a little bit of general stuff here for all three of you guys, and you guys can pick who goes first here. But I just want to know how each of you guys are doing right now. Obviously, this is a very hectic time with the quarantine and the coronavirus pandemic going on with the football season delayed. So I guess we can just go right down the line here. And Jaye, we can start with you, man. I mean, how are you holding up right now during all this?
For the most part, it's been rough. It hit my family pretty close. It hit my aunt. She ended up still on the bed, but she's pulling through. But for the most part, it's just wild around.
I did catch most of it. Hopefully, we were a little bit clearer, but not everything is good. Mostly for you, Armonti. We'll go to you next, man. I mean, how are you holding up right now, man, with everything going on?
Oh, man, this it's been crazy, man, but we just kind of been getting through it. Just staying strong, me and my family. We've only really had one person close to us affected by it all. And thank God they've recovered, healthy and strong. So just praying for everybody else out there and that this can kind of just, move on a little bit faster so we can kind of just, get adjusted to the new normal.
And Sauce, what about you, man? Obviously, we're just going down the line. Are you? I mean, how are things been for you? And what have you been doing differently now that you've obviously had to be isolated and quarantined?
Well, right now everything's is very different. Today been tough. Today, my stepmom's her sister passed away, so right now I'm dealing with that right now. And, just on top of everything what's going on, trying to make sure everyone stays safe. My daughter, she's got a little sickness. So it's just something new, man. It's tough.
Well, our condolences obviously are out to you and your family. We always wish for everybody talking to all three of you guys. Hopefully all you guys are staying safe as well, and just obviously just moving forward. Hopefully it'll be over soon. So let's step away from that. Now we'll dive into some more background on you three. Obviously, all three of you guys played together in Orlando just last season. What's it been like knowing that you guys are going to be jumping from one franchise to the next, all playing with each other? Jaye, we can start with you, man.
This is gonna be a fun one. Like, a lot of people sleeping on us, but this one gonna be a fun one. When we first met in Orlando, the camaraderie between us three was the camaraderie between us three was pretty. It was pretty steep off the rip. Money was on me, and Sauce was on me, and I was on them. And they never slacked up. It just we just got put in a bad predicament. But far as the camaraderie, it's gonna be beautiful.
What about you, Armonti? I mean, obviously, you've gotten to know both these guys pretty well since last year, and then now you guys are coming up north to New Jersey for the 2020 season.
Yeah, man, it's definitely gonna be one for the ages. Me and Zene, we've definitely been up front with each other on offense and defense, man, and going against each other and just, playing next to each other and practice and all of that. So it's definitely going to be good to get back out there, and then just having, Sauce out there to kind of like complement the whole thing, man. It's like, like I said, it'll be one for the ages, man. Like, the relationship between us three, man, that's like kind of without, need to be said, man. We like all tight, we kick it and like just vibe out, for the whole season, man. And when it's right, it's right,
And Sauce, I mean, do you thrive off both these guys knowing that you've played with them before? Then, obviously the team camaraderie is huge for any football team, but knowing that you've played with these two guys before, man, do you feed off that every year?
Man, it's a blessing to have them too, bro. Like, people don't understand because I'm the motion guy, so man, Monty and Zene know, but I'm trying to get them pizza and everything. Make sure I got time to do my thing when I'm going in motion. Like, they know how I am. Like, I'm all for the team, man. I'm gonna make sure we have fun. but they know when it's time to work, it's time to work. And it's just crazy. Me and Monty been together, I want to say about 4 or 5 years, honestly. People just don't know. Like, he been like my big bro. And like, shoot, we been around, he been around my kid and everything, you know what I'm saying? He been around my family, so it's like, you know, it's a blessing to even have him around me, you know, him, Coach T, and now I got Zene, because Zene, I mean, when Zene came in from Carolina, I was like, man, who is this big bow-legged guy coming in here, man? It was just crazy, bro, like, you know, and ever since that, you know, we've been, like, Zene will come to the apartment and everything, it'd be fun, though, you know, man, they know how I am, man.
So when you guys talked throughout the offseason after last year's NAL season, did you guys ultimately decide on, you know, we want to stick together, we want to play in another place, Orlando or elsewhere? I mean, had you guys all end up deciding on playing for Jersey in 2020?
Y'all want me to speak for the group? Hey, look, it was a business decision at the end of the day, you know. Everybody had to make the business decision. We had to get the business taken care of first, you know. And then we was like, well, we all want to be together, you know. We in the joking up because we all getting older. So it's like now what we playing for? We playing for a championship. We not playing to be in no playoffs. We not playing to we just the first franchise. We just trying to have a good record, winning record. No, it's bigger than that. You know, that's how everybody see it. You know, we've been around Coach T, so we know what to expect from Coach T and the other coaches. So it's like it's all or nothing right now for us. You know, as me being a leader, you know, it might be my first time on the Jersey flight team, but everybody know how I am. Like, this ain't my first rodeo. I'm not coming just to say we beat Jacksonville or we beat. No, I'm coming to win. I'm trying to beat everybody, like everybody. That's how I'm coming.
I like that. And then knowing that the three of you, I'll leave it at that, made a business decision to come on up to New Jersey and obviously come together to try to win a championship. So, Jaye, I'll go to you now, man. Obviously, you've played on both sides of the ball, defensive line, you played fullback too. I mean, what's it been like for you adjusting your game over your entire career from, you know, the outdoor game into the arena football game where, you know, fullbacks, you know, they're like an extra lineman, defensive lineman, one-on-one matchup. So what's that been like for you evolving your game in the indoor game?
The indoor game has made my football game all around more just versatile in general, because my first year playing arena football, I weighed in at roughly like 420. Now I'm like 350, 345, something like that. So with that being said, I had to block smaller guys, faster guys that were with a big motor, and you know it definitely helped me out a lot.
How about you, Armonti? I mean, you play in the same positions. Obviously, you're on the line as well. And what's it been like for you evolving your game from outdoor to indoor throughout your career?
I mean, it's been definitely a good transition for me, being a more kind of like athletic guy in the trenches, you know what I'm saying, and being able to kind of have the versatility to play offense and defense. Like I said, man, the arena game itself, man, is definitely just incredible. You know, we you know, a game that we've all kind of grown to love over the years. Just like, you know, being a part of that entire just arena atmosphere and just experience, you know. So like I think that for me it's really been like the, you know, just the best transition, you know, professionally, you know, just overall. So
do you thrive on the one-on-one matchups the way it works? Because obviously arena football, you know, there's not many twisting and stunting in this game. You know, obviously only one guy can really blitz for the most part. Everyone's it's basically all just one-on-one, mano-a-mano, which is, you know, usually football's not like that. But I mean, do you like that aspect of the arena game, knowing that it's you against the guy in front of you?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, like I said, it's a man's game, you know, no matter what level it's played on, you know, so you're going to have to strap it on and, you know, like I said, it's just nothing, it's nothing better than being able to do that and just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, putting the home crowd or just team itself, you know what I'm saying, just in a position to kind of just go out there and make a play and win the game, you know?
I love that. Sauce for you. Yeah, you're obviously catching balls. You're working with the quarterbacks. And it's all about timing for you, especially in this game where the route sometimes can be shorter, or even on the big routes. It's all about timing. That ball is out of the quarterback's hands in probably about a second and a half or maximum 2 seconds, where they're not taking too many 3 or 7-step drops. So what's it like for you, knowing that you have to get your timing down to the most precise moments for every single play?
Honestly, Nick, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. It's the reason why they call me Sauce. I'm going over the top. I'm the one I'm the reason why people come there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, going in motion, make a play. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure everybody know who number 7 was when they leave the arena. That's all I'm trying to make sure. But the routes, it's pretty different from outdoor. The corner route, and I can do a little more onto the corner route. I can sell the post more and then bang it back to the corner. Like, it's crazy. But like I tell everybody that's new getting into Arena League, like, the wall is undefeated. I don't care what your coach say. I don't care who say anything. The wall is undefeated. It never lost. It never lost. Like, you can take that, run with it, you can do whatever you want to, but you going over that thing. If you're gonna make a play, you going over it.
It's funny you mentioned that, because I talked to a quarterback, Warren Smith, and also Brandon Renford a couple weeks ago, and I believe they both said the same thing. That wall is always undefeated. If Warren or Danny throws you a football and you're going over the boards in the end, you better make that catch, because you'll still score even though you go over. As long as you make that catch, you gotta be aware of the wall. Sometimes it can hurt you, but you also have pads on, so you might just go flying a little bit. That's one of the exciting parts about the game. Do you have any crazy? How many times have you flown over the wall?
Me personally, I don't know. That's how many times I went over the wall. I had times when I went over the wall. My team had to come get me over the wall. Like, I went over the wall a lot of times, man. But they know how I am, though. Like, anything to make sure, if I got to go over the wall to make a catch, I'm going over the wall to make a catch. Like, I'm going to sacrifice at the end of the day, because I know my daughter watching. I know everybody watching back at home, watching me play. So I'm going to go hard. That's just how I am.
We like that. I know people in Jersey are Jersey tough, and they love stuff like that, especially when they're watching football. And I'll leave you, all three of you guys, with this one here. Obviously, quarantine's been pretty much wacky for everybody, because no gyms are open. People are running outside. They're basically lifting tables at home as a method for bench press, something like that. So I wanted to go down the list for all you guys. And what's been the most unique way you guys have been able to? Obviously, you guys are doing film study and you're doing team over the virtual things that we're doing right here. But what have you guys done that is very unique to you in order to stay in shape? Actually, do some crazy workouts before you guys are able to go back into a gym or back onto the field. Armonti, I'll start with you, man.
Yeah, probably the most unique thing for me I've been doing just to improvise, man, is like I've been trying to at least get like 1,000 push-ups a day, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's like been my forte. Try to get 1,000 in, and it's tough, but I'm dang near almost there to the goal. So
that's almost like one of those old school Mike Tyson workouts where you would do do 1,000 each every day, something like that. So Sauce, I'll go to you real quick then, man. I mean, what have you been doing? Obviously, receivers, you need to be catching the football to get your timing right. Obviously, I don't know if you've been able to really practice in person with Warren or Danny lately, but I mean, what have you been doing? I mean, do you throw the ball to yourself? Or you just run your routes and run? I mean, what do you do, man?
Well, I don't know if you know Justin Jefferson, who just got drafted from the Minnesota Vikings.
Yeah.
He went to my high school, so actually his brother played quarterback, Jordan Jefferson, so he throws stuff. Right. So we work out together like down there every day. But the most I have been doing is we have a levee and we run up and down the levee, just up and down, up and down, up and down. It's probably the most ab work I probably did in my life, honestly. Abs and like, this is crazy, bro. Like, this is more abs work I ever did. I usually don't even touch abs, man. I do a lot of running.
I don't even want to imagine that much running. I mean, I obviously I run to stay in shape as well, and try to get a lift in wherever I can. But I can't, man. Running like that, I mean, you're making me gas just talking about it. We'll see if we can try to get Jaye back real quick. But just real quick for both of you, what is the main goal? Obviously, you guys want to win a championship for Jersey, but knowing that this team on paper is coming together, on paper looks pretty stacked. I mean, you got Warren, you got Danny throwing you the football. I mean, Sauce, you got you and Brandon and Milton Williams and a bunch of other guys at wide receiver. Monty, I mean, you and Jaye are on the lines, and obviously there's guys like Keith Newell on the offensive side of the football as well. I mean, this roster is loaded with former AFL guys, some guys who have played in all the leagues around the country. I mean, so what's it been like for you guys, knowing that you're coming into a team that probably everybody's on the same page, knowing that if everything goes together, you guys are going to win a championship?
Like I said, I think the most interesting thing for me is going to be just to kind of watch us all put it all together as fast as possible. Just with everybody kind of being like veterans and kind of like understanding the situation at hand. You know, it'll kind of be nice to see us kind of put like that experience and just like, you know, the brotherhoods that we know that we can bond together and just kind of put it all out there, you know, and like as quick as possible, because I believe we can do it faster than any other team in the league, you know, if we just really, you know, come in there hitting on all cylinders.
So I'll go to you next, man. I mean, everything on paper, man, it just looks so good for this Jersey Flight team in 2020.
Yeah, everything right now on paper, man, make the roster like we can compete with Jacksonville, everybody. You know, we match up great, you know, but at the end of the day, you know, everybody got their own personalities, man. Like when you get in that locker room, you know, they're going to have guys come in there. I remember my first day when I was in Orlando with Monty, we got left. You know, the guy left us. He told us he was going to bring us. We went downstairs from the hotel, and we came back in the drive. We got left. We had to call an Uber. We was late for the first meeting. Coach was looking at us crazy. So when everybody went around, said their names, I stood up. Monty was right there. Monty heard me. He felt it in my voice. I let everybody know, like, if we gonna win, you know, I'm being a leader straight off the back. Like, it ain't gonna happen like what just took place. You know, like leaving people, like everybody stand up, individual. Like individual is not gonna happen. Like individuals gonna reflect leadership and all that. But at the end of the day, you gotta be a team player, and you gotta know where everyone's coming from. Everybody's not at home. Everybody's not from Jersey. So, you know, we got to depend on each other. It's just not going to work. You know, I've been on many teams where, you know, you got your star player. He rides by himself. He does this by himself. He does, like, that's cool and all. But at the end of the day, we got bowling night. Make sure you have bowling night. Make sure you know, things like that's going to help us win. It's going to help us gel as a team. And it's going to help us when we do get in a clutch situation like the first week, like what's going on right now. Training camp going to be cut short. So it ain't going to be time for playing around, a lot of clowning, you know, like us getting in fights and all that. Like, everybody got to come to work as professionals and be grown with the situation. Honestly, that's just how I see it.
Jay, we'll finish off with you, man. First, I want the most unique workout you've done during quarantine and what you've been able to do. And I asked both Armonti and Sauce, you know, looking at the team on paper for 2020, it seems like this is a championship caliber team, and obviously paper is just words. It's just guys on a roster. So, you know, I just want your take on the team camaraderie that you guys can potentially build here in Jersey, especially you three and everybody else in a championship.
Most unique workout, I probably can say my mile a day. I try to beat my mile. I try to run the mile as fast as I can every day, and I try to beat it at least by anywhere from 10 to 15 seconds every day. Most of the time I come close, but you know, that's one of the tougher ones for me. So, you know, I have to be in shape to go all 60, 90 plays. How many of them plays both sides of the dog. I got to be able to run with Sauce and money. I can't be last. Like, I can't be last. You know, like, I pride myself on that. You know, I can't be last. Like, that's all I got to do. That's all I got in my head. I can't be last. So, you know, the mile a day is definitely like I pride myself on that.
Hey, Nick, I got a question for you.
All right, man, let's hear it.
when the season starts, are you gonna just attend the games, or are you gonna be at the practices also?
No, I'll be at the practice whenever I can. I got my own full-time sports gig as well. But whenever I can make practice, I'll be on my way to Trenton. I love building that camaraderie. I personally can't practice anymore. I haven't played since high school, so I would love to come back out onto the field and obviously see you guys work.
It don't matter. It don't matter since high school, man. Get out there.
Session.
You can get out there still. If you gonna see at practice, Coach T still get out there and play cornerback. If I see him do it, anybody can do it.
Hopefully, as long as we can practice, maybe I'll have to suit up again for the first time in 8 years.
Hey, there we go.
Jay, I'll leave you here with one more, man. I just wanted your take on what this team can do on paper. On paper, it's stacked, but obviously you have to gel. All that team camaraderie. What's it going to do to be on a team that has these championship aspirations?
Each team, even before South got me to come to the team and told me money was gonna be here and this piece was gonna be here and this piece was gonna be here. Even before all that, and I saw all the pieces that were there before they was in place, it looked like a championship team on paper. The key thing is how fast we gel. That's gonna be the key thing. How fast we gel. Is everybody in shape? And can we listen? All three of those go together, we win the whole thing.
I love it. I'm sure New Jersey's going to love it. Boys, I want to thank you guys again for joining me here this afternoon. And again, just hope all three of you just stay safe, you and your family. Obviously, sauce, our condolences go out to you and your family as well. And obviously, everyone's in our prayers here as well during this rough time throughout the country. But hopefully, it'll pass soon, and we're back onto the football field. And by the June 13th date, we're playing football in Trenton and seeing you guys go on there all the way to a championship this season.
Sure.
Definitely, man. I appreciate this interview, man. I appreciate this for real.
Absolutely. We appreciate you guys joining us for sure.
I see everybody looking rough. No haircuts going on, huh?
Chill out, bro. Chill out.
We're going to stick to the garage haircuts, unfortunately, for now. All right, boys. Well, I appreciate it again. That's going to do it for us. Part 5 of our Jersey Flight interview series. We'll talk to you next time.